So I'm back at the spot that I tried a couple of weeks ago. The river was running so high, the crossings were really too sketchy, so I had to abandon, and there weren't too many fish lower down. So I've had to wait, and now the river's dropped enough. I'm back. The weather is absolutely stunning, so stoked with that. Still on the walk up. I'm going to set up camp. Probably I've walked about an hour, probably walk another hour or so, and then I'll be fishing up through some of this amazing river. Stunning day, and looking forward to another awesome adventure. Okay, I've made it down to the river. I'm going to start fishing here. I can see there's some footprints around. I actually bumped into a guy earlier on, and he said that they hiked in. They came in, the river was running too high, so they came in down this ridgeline here yesterday. They said it was a heck of a mission with ropes, and he had a few scratches and bruises, so I think I picked the better option coming up the river. So this is looking pretty nice. There's a fish down in here, another one up here, and there's one sort of out in the middle that's been rising. So I've switched my rig over from a nymphing setup. I've got a dry and a dropper. I've put a big Adams on, sort of a cicada looking thing, because there are a few cicadas I can hear in the background, so we'll see what happens. So that's quite funny. What I thought was two fish were actually sticks in the sand, so no point casting to them. The fish that was rising is actually quite a way out on the other side. I'm not sure if I can get a cast to it from here, so I'm going to have to cross back, and I'll come back over here, and I should be able to cast out into the middle and have a go at that fish that's rising. As you can see, this river is so clear, it's deceptively deep. And right up there for the crossing, so that big Adams, that cicada imitation, it wasn't, I don't know if it was anywhere near the fish, but the fish took it, smashed it, but I had so much line out, I couldn't get it tight, and it spat it. So, a bit of a shame, but it goes to show the cicada could be working today, and also how deep this river is. It's going to be good to have one of these enticer flies to try and bring the fish up, because getting down to them is going to be pretty hard when it's a metre and a half deep. I've made it to the spot where I wanted to camp. I've got my camp all set up. I've actually stayed here before, some of you might remember from my other video. Really love this spot. It's just nice under the trees. It's really nice and mossy, so it should be nice and comfy for sleeping. It's a great little fire already set up, and have a look over here, guys. This is just so beautiful. Wow. Look at that river, absolutely fantastic. There's a great pool just up here, so we'll have a fish on that later on. And then great spot for swimming. Fantastic. So I've just had a bit of a snack and ready to head upstream. Haven't caught a fish yet. I did hook that one on the dry. There's a pool just here with a couple of fish in it. I'll leave them till later on, and we'll head upstream and have a look at what else is going on. Just look at this place. If you were a trout, wouldn't you just want to live here? There's a few fish there. They're super deep. I was trying to try and drop her. I had one little show of interest, but didn't take it. It does look like it'll be a bit too deep for nymph thing. I'd say it's over 3 meters deep. Have a look at why I love this spot so much. This water is just absolutely stunning. And then check out this for a campsite here. Nice little fireplace. Spot for a tent here. Got your fireplace. And then waking up to this in the morning. Stunning. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's one fish down here, and there's another one just down there working in that foam line. What a beautiful spot. I do not know what happened. The fly hit the water and the fish accelerated towards it. And then I struck at the rise and then there was no bait. So I don't understand what happened. Not really sure what's going on because it feels like I had 2 takes there, but the first one wasn't a take. It looked like the fish had taken it, but it didn't. The second one, I'm not too sure. I struck and there's nothing, so I'm not having much luck. A pretty little rainbow. I didn't even see that one, it was in the back of the pool, but goes to show that unweighted hare's ear nymph. Good times. Couldn't be happier with that. I feel like I've really worked for it today. Oh, I missed a few takes. And this one, just gliding in the sun, took my little royal wolf on the first take. 5.5 pounds, what a beautiful rainbow. Superb. Here we are at the camp from last night. I'll show you around. Got my tent, managed to improvise this nice little seat. It'll be another stunning day. The sun hasn't quite come over the hills yet. Got the fire going. Thought I might have a go at smoking my socks. I don't know if you can just see that. I just couldn't put on wet socks just yet, so I thought I might have a go at drying them, but I think all I've ended up doing is smoking them. Cup of coffee down. Just going to head over to the home pool. I'll show you that in a minute. It's a beautiful pool and there's a nice fish feeding in there. It's sort of mid-water. It's one of those pools that when you look at you sort of think, I'll definitely be able to catch that fish, but actually when you try and fish it, the water's all swirling a bit strange. It's on a bend, it's got a lot of wind which makes casting hard, and the back cast isn't that straightforward. So it's actually quite tricky. But not making excuses, I'll still give it a go. I did catch one here last time, so yeah, we'll certainly give it a go. Just one thing, like this campsite, I've been trying my best to sort of tidy it up. I've got a bit of rubbish to carry out, but it seems some people that have been here before, they seem to think they leave their cans. There's like an old coffee filter pot, some chairs that are broken. I mean, take your rubbish with you guys. It's really not that cool. So I'm going to end up taking a bit of a bag of rubbish out. What else have we got? Gun shells. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but just take your rubbish with you. This place is absolutely beautiful, and the rubbish doesn't do it any favors. So I'll try my best today and get rid of some of those bits and pieces, and hopefully we can catch a few fish on the dry fly today. Right, so this is the home pool that I was telling you about. It's an amazing piece of water. We just camped 20 meters just in behind here. Stunning pool, and there's a fish just out in the middle there. Actually it rose just as I walked up, so maybe we'll just stick with the dry fly for a starter. But because there's a big bend here, the wind just whistles around this corner. And the back cast isn't actually that easy, but anyway, no excuses. Hopefully we'll catch that fish. So I hooked it and put a dry fly right out there into the middle of that pool. It's a good fight. Oh no! Where did it go? It came off! Oh. Pulled the hook! These trees here are kowhai, beautiful trees. They've got a yellow flower when they're in bloom, and the tuis just love them. They're all around here. They're just all along the sides of this river. Probably the most I've seen. Must be a thing about this this area. It'd be really nice to come here when they're in flower. Got back to the campsite, picked up my bag, strapped on as much of that rubbish as I could carry, and I'm about to head back. The wind was pretty tricky this afternoon, and the sun never really came out, but all in all it's been a pretty amazing adventure. I was able to catch 3 fish, missed a few strikes, and I lost that really amazing one this morning in the home pool, but yeah, it's been a pretty epic trip. Just got to get a couple more river crossings and then I'm back at the car. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I definitely enjoyed sharing and taking another amazing adventure.